Neverness has been out about 2 days now, and in this video, we are going to go over a couple of beginner tips to help you guys get started in the game, or maybe things you didn't know yet. It is a gacha game, so let's first talk about the gacha itself. So there will be two main banners, being the limited banner and the standard banner. There also is the arc research down here that is going to be used for limited arcs that come with limited characters. You can also exchange for arcs down here, but you can actually get these arcs for free that I will explain later in the video. Moving on from that, let's actually go in to the limited board here and show you how it looks like. So when it comes to the board, soft pity will start at 70. At 70, the board will transform. As you guys see, board modification. It'll be 160 currency per pull. Every 10 pulls are guaranteed a rank, character, or arc, and it will cost 14,400 currency to guarantee a S rank. Pity does carry over to the next featured banner, and there is a cosmetic pity as well, which I want to show you guys right here. So when it comes to the event, it seems like every single limited character, there will be cosmetics as well you can pull for. Now you can actually obtain these cosmetics as you guys do multis, as I've already obtained this skin, and I had to claim this skin because I only did 50 pulls to get not only. But as you guys are pulling on the board, you will be able to obtain those skins, hopefully, right? You don't have to spend a lot for that. Then when it comes to this main gacha page, so when it comes to this main gacha page, you will have a guaranteed S rank selector at 50 summons. You do not want to use this until you reach your pity of 90, which you can do pretty much day one. After you get to 90 pity, then that's when you want to use your 50 count selector. Then you won't have to worry about getting a dupe, and you can flesh out teams even more. In NTE, you'll be given the choice between male or female MC, but you will be able to change it anytime at will. Hunter level is going to be your account level in this game, and appraisal level will be the world difficulty and increasing your level caps. You can increase your EXP from doing main things in the game like quests, aspiration, and spending your stamina, and you'll be able to acquire hunter rewards every single time that you level up. At the start of NTE, your stamina cap is going to be 240. It will increase over time as you increase your Tycoon level, which we will go over what that is a little bit later. There are refill stamina bottles that will increase your stamina by 60, and you can refresh 6 times per day as well. I would not recommend on over capping this. You always want to make sure you're using your stamina, and I wouldn't recommend using your refill bottles until late game when the reward increase is way bigger. In the early game, I would actually recommend spending stamina on EXP, especially when you are building your characters. You will run out a lot. You can also go for these arcane threads that will increase the quality of your furniture material. You do have ability upgrades as well, and arc ascension. These are the main 3 things you would probably spend stamina on. After that, there is console farming, which we will get into what consoles are, but they're basically gear. I would recommend spending stamina just to get the 4-piece set active, but you should not be farming gear until level 30 when you can get gold rarity. City Tycoon is actually pretty important in NTE because NTE is not simply a action combat game. You'll need to talk to this character named Cheese. You will see her in the overworld, and she will allow you to unlock City Tycoon. The way you actually increase your level in City Tycoon is that you need a large amount of funds earned. Through earning fawns, you will be able to go through a numerous levels to then unlock Cheese at level 18. She's a very good character and used in the early and mid game, and even for a late game double team. You will be able to get her maxed out for free with all dupes and a max dupe weapon as you guys complete these quests. The higher your Tycoon level, the more unlocks you'll have, as you guys can see here, and also increasing your Tycoon level will then increase your stamina like I had mentioned before, also increasing your city stamina. Now let's actually go into Hunter Exchange. This will be available with your Tycoon level, and it's going to be pretty important to getting some extra materials. Now this actually does expire per version update, it seems. So all items unlocked based on Tycoon level, unpurchased items do not carry over to the next cycle. So it's something that you do want to clear out. When it comes to City Tycoon, increasing your level also will allow you to get housing. You can then run a cafe to then earn more fawns, which is going to be pretty important starting your cafe immediately. There's going to be different hobbies you can do: delivery, races, a bank heist, Tetris. We have Mahjong here. This is basically like a what's the game called? Like basically like the rhythm games. And then you have a fishing. And owner selection is you running the cafe yourself. So there's a bunch of things to do when it comes to NTE. There is also a ranking system, which I'm actually seeing for the first time myself. There is a wealth board here, and this will actually give you a rank depending on how rich you are in NTE. So the more passive income that you have, the more that this will increase. Not too sure if this is going to reset though. The city stamina also is a weekly resource. It will refresh every Monday. One city stamina equals to 1,000 fawns, and any activity that I did show previously you want to do. So your goal is actually to spend this all before the weekly reset. Here's some quick tips when it comes to increasing your passive income with the cafe. So when you do start off with the cafe, you typically want to look for employees listed that do have a traffic increase. The more traffic you have, obviously the more money you're going to make. When it comes to the cafe, you want to collect your earnings as much as possible. With you collecting your earnings, you'll then be able to have a increase in level when it comes to the management, and you'll have more cafes to be able to run, more currency you're going to be coming in and out. You always want to make sure you have a good restock. 4 hours is going to be more suitable if it's something that you're going to be able to keep an eye on. If you feel like you are not going to be able to keep an eye on this, they do have a 72-hour run and a 24-hour run as well. You always want to make sure you're cycling out your items. If you do get a new one, I did just get this snowy latte. When you do get a new one, it will say insufficient. You want to automatically restock. I'm going to restock. Let's just do 4 hours. Why not? And then let's do a delivery so that we don't have to go get it. So you can either go get it yourself at a shopping center, or you can do a delivery, which you should always do a delivery. Owning a house in NTE will be very important. Actually, getting all of the houses are going to be very important in NTE, and that's why you want to increase your Tycoon level, because they do have certain furniture here that will give you some nice activation. So we have like increasing defense, reduce deployed character stamina. We do provide vehicle repair services, fast teleports to anywhere. Butler now offers quick completion for anomaly zone explorations. So these are all going to be very, very important to your overall health of the game. If you would like characters to move into your home, please keep in mind that you will need to get Bond level 4 in order for them to join you in your home. Unlocks Mint's basic interaction is used to invite Mint to visit your home. If we go to any other character that we see here, it's always at that level 4 Bond that you'll be able to have that character visit your home. The cool thing about weapons in this game or arc, they're pretty much farmable for every single character best in slot. So obviously for limited characters, you will end up having to pull for them like Nonali, but characters like MC or even characters like Security, which I still need to get hers actually, you can just simply go farm this, and it's really easy to do. You'll just go to your map, go to anomaly commissions, and you want to look for commissions that do have a 4-star rating. These commissions that do have a 4-star rating, depending on which one they are, will actually have a arc disc or a weapon, and with that being the case, you're able to check which character can that be applied to. So like this one, Tears Beneath the Mask, applies to gas characters only. Applies warning gaze on enemies hit by Wearer's ultimate. Marked enemies deal 18% reduced damage for 20 seconds. So maybe you're dealing with content that is a little bit more harder for your team comp. You could run this on Security if you want to reduce damage of the enemies. Maybe you're dying too fast. Obviously, you know, in a combat game, just dodge, keg W. But there is a lot of different discs that you can obtain depending on who you attack. Song of a Whale, plasma character only, increase attack, increase wears damage to broken enemies, which is going to be the break state, which restore 30% HP. So you guys get the gist. Arcs can literally be farmed in the overworld and then used on your characters as a best in slot. There will also be the high risk commission tab, and in this tab you'll be able to go through the enemies and clear them based on their level difficulty, and they will have mechanics when it comes to stage 5 and 6, but you want to clear all these out in order to get this hunt metal currency. You then want to go to the metal shop and you want to get to all of the rewards possible in this shop before reset. We're now going to take a look at Oracle Stones. So when you guys come to this place here on the map, the Witch's House is basically going to be the house that you want to turn in all of your currency. You'll then see these birds around the map, and you want to obtain these birds to then give her a Oracle. So you'll see these Oracle Stones that you can collect around the map. You then want to submit all to her, and then she'll give you Hunter EXP. You then get this development material as well, and as you guys can see, there is also an item here called the Oracle Crystal that will let you see nearby Oracle Stones just in case you may have missed one. And this is where obviously interactive maps online are going to be pretty useful. I need to spend stamina anyway, so we're going to quickly go over combat. So combat is going to consist of, you have your basic attacks here. You will have a charge attack, which we'll do right now. There is going to be a E skill. Your Q is going to be your ultimate, and then your R is actually going to be your arc skill, or the skill that comes with your weapon. Now, for not only her weapon skill can only be activated once you press the E key and the Q key within 15 seconds of each other. Otherwise, you guys can see the icon in the bottom. She no longer has one of the sides lit up. So we're actually going to go in now and teach you guys how this works. So we're going to do some combat here. And once we do press our skill, we can then get enhanced attacks. Now, as you guys can see, I'm eventually able to actually swap out to one of the characters on the right side, but one of the characters actually isn't glowing up, and that's because that one off character doesn't actually synergize with the rest of my team, and I'll explain why after we clean this up real quick. But the characters that can switch, you can switch out to do a quick time skill and also activate what we call a Esper cycle. Now let's actually go into why our fourth character couldn't be activated for a quick time skill. As you guys can see here, out of these 6 elements, the only elements that can be activated with each other are elements that are right next to each other. So Nonali can only activate MC or security. Security can only activate Nonali, and MC can only activate Nonali. So that is something to keep in mind. When you do have a character that is all the way across, they cannot be activated by any other character. If there was a symbol here activated, then MC can activate it. If there was a symbol here activated, then security can activate it. When you do have certain team comps, there are certain effects that will take place. You guys can go ahead and look for them yourself. There's many different team comps. All of them are going to be viable, some more than other. If you guys actually want to cheese pretty much the entire game, Nova is actually pretty strong and does a fair amount of damage and killing a bunch of enemies easily. Now let's finish up characters. We're going to go over console, Awaken, and Esper as fast as possible. So when it comes to console, you basically just want to fill out the set effect. It's going to be pretty standard and simple for this game on what characters run what. The cartridge is going to be the symbol in the middle, and then you do have your separate modules here. The cool thing about this game is that you will see all your substats automatically, and there's no leveling to reveal stats. So you'll already know if a piece of gear is good or not. Another cool thing is that they're all going to have flat stats, so you're really only looking to farm for substats. So honestly, way better than a lot of gacha games. You do not want to spend stamina on this though until level 30, because you do have a chance of getting gold gear, which is going to be very, very important. Now, when we go into dupes, since I do have dupes on MC already, how dupes work in this game is that they don't automatically fill in the row. Depending on how many dupes you have, you can actually select on different dupes that you do want to activate. So let's say for Aniel, like we have this one, right? Now it does unlock increase spot, armor's max stack is 6, but let's say I don't want to use that. Remove it. And let's say I want something else. So anything here, I can now select. So let's say I want Hoody's duration increased by 4 seconds. Now the first dupe is used for her second dupe. So that's just something to keep in mind when it comes to dupes. Dupes are very flexible in this game, and now you don't have to actually complete all 6 dupes for a character, even if some of them are mid. You can get a certain amount of dupes for a character and then select which dupes you want activated for that character. And then lastly, let's go over Esper abilities. Esper abilities are going to be used to increase your skill level, support level. You'll get certain upgrades down here as well, but mostly you want to focus on life skills and what characters will matter most when it comes to life skill. Obviously going to generate you more currency for your shops. Pretty much every gacha game has this nowadays, but NTE does have a end game where you will need 2 teams to clear all of the stages of Fracture Circle. It will be 3 stars per stage, going all the way up to 30 or 30 seals, and you will want to do this every single cycle. And that is going to be the end of my beginner tips for Neverness to Everness. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like and subscribe. It does help out the channel. I do appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.